Young Sheldon quickly established its own distinctive brand in Season 1 after being spun off from The Big Bang Theory in 2017. Missy, Georgie, and Mary were all similarly well-developed and had humorous personalities. In addition to Sheldon being shown as being more vulnerable due to his difficulties finding friends in a high school setting that didn't understand him. George Cooper Sr., who we never met in Big Bang Theory since he passed away while Sheldon was a teenager, was the one who started again. George was the Cooper family's lone blank canvas, with virtually nothing to work with save a few of adult Sheldon's hazy childhood recollections. George's death preoccupied many fans from the beginning, but he was soon hailed as a cool parent who knew when to step back and when to show a lack of concern for certain situations. George is now a fan favorite among young Sheldon enthusiasts because of this, which is a far cry from the somewhat aggressive picture Sheldon paints of him on The Big Bang Theory. George tries to spend quality time with the boys by taking them fishing, driving Sheldon to NASA's headquarters to let him prove them incorrect, and takes Missy out to Red Lobster in full formal costume only in Season 1. One instance stands out above the rest, though, and it may have had some bearing on George's eventual demise. The brisket incident, which fans believe to be one of the most important turning points in the prequel's history, originated back in young Sheldon Season 1, Episode 7. George requests Meemaw's cherished brisket recipe titled A Brisket, Voodoo, and Cannonball Run, but she declines to share it with him. As a result, Meemaw starts chasing George around aimlessly, and when the kids start to worry that the conflict may destroy the family, Sheldon starts threatening to reveal her secrets. Even though George's crazy trip to and from New Orleans is hilarious, the episode is significant in the development of young Sheldon. This is where we find out why George and Meemaw's relationship has always been so tense, leading to a lifetime of stinging fat jokes and evident animosity. Meemaw confesses in the show that she has never thought George was suitable for Mary since he was once a teenage pest who caused her to become pregnant while she was in high school. George and Meemaw's relationship obviously changes when Sheldon arranges a family gathering to disclose the recipe. George makes a crucial decision to mend and heal past hurts, fortifying the Cooper family by deciding he no longer needs her recipe and instead opting to confront their disagreement head-on. Now that they are on good terms, all upcoming episodes, probably even the ones that viewers haven't yet seen, will certainly showcase the benefits of the brisket fiasco. Just a cursory glance at Reddit reveals that fans of young Sheldon are still enamored with the brisket episode, but its continued relevance goes beyond that. The brisket itself, as well as other evident factors, are likely to be major factors in George's demise in Season 1, Episode 7, since George has previously been admitted to the hospital for a small heart attack. We are aware that his heart is weak. George would then have made sense to exit in the same manner. What would George likely want for his last dinner, even if he doesn't choke on a delectable prepared meal? And there's the hint of foreboding. In the first season brisket episode, George finds himself physically overwhelmed in his attempt to mimic Meemaw's magic, causing him to perspire excessively and lose color in his face. "Schedule it for when I'm not here or when I'm dead," George says, realizing that Meemaw had tricked him with her first set of false orders. This refers to when she should visit the children. All of these details may be coincidence, yet they hint at something greater. It's possible that George has been aware of his health problems all along and that they have been a hidden concern. The bond between George and Meemaw itself is significant as a last point. Apart from jokes and food, the brisket incident strengthens the friendship between the two, since they are no longer only connected by their intimacy with Mary, but by something more deep. Meemaw will probably be present, and more likely, she'll be affected when George does die, assuming viewers witness this on screen. In contrast to when she was able to assist Mary objectively in the past, Meemaw now has to deal with George's death. This is presumably because of Episode 7. As Meemaw's brisket bears witness to the times George battled for his family, there is often no greater loss than losing an old sparring partner.